I appreciate you coming out here this afternoon. I called the press conference to announce that it is my plan not to file for re-election for the North Carolina House in 2012. I borrowed this seat from the people in the 74th District 7 years ago, and I think it's important that representatives represent, and part of that function is to let your employer know of your intentions as soon as possible, and that's what I'm doing today. I start out by thanking my family and thanking them for the sacrifices that they've made along with me. I also want to thank my staff, and Paige and Reston and Anthony are here, but also Mary Marchman, who was a very big part of a lot of the legislation that came out in this press release and getting it passed. I know that for the press, sometimes this could be a good occasion, because I think when I first got down here, when I tried to talk to you about my subjects, that you would run as hard and fast as you could in the other direction. Because I am very interested in what I was doing. I was watching a special the other day on Coach Krzyzewski, and he made the comment that it's okay to be angry when you see things that are terribly wrong. And I've had the pleasure of the last 7 years of working on many things that I thought were terribly wrong in state government. And I've tried to remove those barriers between the people and their government by listening, and acting, and getting results on behalf of the citizens. I'm also reminded of a recent sermon that it's not that we should ask blessings, but we should be thankful for the blessings that we currently have. And I've tried to use all the talents as I've gone forward as a member of this caucus, a member of this body, and as Speaker Pro Tem of the House. On a more personal note, I will say that I think this state and this country is at a precipice. I think the idea that what we have here can be replaced is ridiculous. That we're facing a major choice in this state and this country. Either we're going to repair what we have, or we're going to lose it. And I've spent my 7 years here trying to repair things. It's not enough to know that something needs to be done. Somebody has to listen and act on it. And every waking moment since I've been elected, I've put aside the personal risk, the physical risk, the political risk, and the policy risk to try to make things better for the citizens. Everyone in this room disagrees on what level of government we should have, but everyone in this room agrees that whatever level we have, we want it to work to the best of our ability. I want to especially say to the freshman class of 2011, I sincerely appreciate Norm Sanderson's here today. Sincerely appreciate their confidence in me this year in helping me get elected Speaker Pro Tem. And I'll tell you now what I told you then. Don't change. Because the big challenges facing this state and this country are the result of conservatives not conserving, liberals not liberating, representatives not representing, and leaders not leading. I passed out in this sheet some of the things that we've had an opportunity to work on in the areas of public education, crime and public safety, government efficiency, and family values. And I'm honored to have served under Speaker Tillis, Speaker Hackney, and Speaker Black. But I'm most honored for all the members of this General Assembly, especially the House, who have been an integral part of seeing some of these changes happen for the betterment of North Carolina. People know that I embrace who I am. I am a conservative. But I think that in order to be a conservative, you have to take that extra step to determine how conservative principles fix the problem you're trying to repair. While I was here in the minority party, I was successful in getting almost 20 major pieces of legislation passed. Some seemed really small, like the birthday cutoff date, which actually was only an 8-word bill, but I think is going to have a monumental impact on the success of students and school systems and teachers in North Carolina. And during that process, I think there were 2,900 yes votes and less than 100 no votes on those bills that I introduced and passed while in the minority party. And I just appreciate members of the House, members of the Senate, the governors that I've served under for helping me make that possible. And I want to also thank the media. The media has been a very important part of this process, especially as it related to these issues that were close to my heart. But for the efforts of the media, I don't think we would have ever gotten the birthday cutoff date changed. And what that means, and what you should know, is that no longer 4-, 5-, and 6-year-olds are in the same kindergarten classroom. But for the media, I probably wouldn't have not have gotten the Heart Prevails legislation passed, which cements the heart on the driver's license as a first-person directive. These are some of the more public pieces of legislation, but there are also some that I think are just as important on that list. And with that, and also I want to mention Brendan Faircloth, who's my intern, and the other LAs who are here. With that, I just wanted to thank you for coming out today, and I'll be glad to entertain any questions.